Dobrý den a vítejte u 30. lekce. Hello and welcome to lesson 30. Today we're going to look at the Czech cases, or pády. Pády, because cases, pády. Okay, this is probably the hardest aspect of Czech to learn because it requires you to understand the grammar and how it works, and also to have learnt lots and lots of different endings. So if you're a native English speaker, the idea of cases is probably very foreign to you and quite difficult for you. But this is just a very brief introductory lesson so that you understand what the cases are a little bit, and then later on we'll look at them more specifically. So, in Czech there are 7 cases. These cases are used because nouns, pronouns and adjectives decline in Czech, so they take different forms, and these forms depend on which verb is being used in the sentence or which prepositions are being used in the sentence. They dictate the type of form that a noun will take. That maybe seems a bit strange, but we will go into it so it will become clearer later, clearer exactly what I mean. The reason that nouns and adjectives and pronouns change in Czech is because their sentence word order is less structured than English. It's a little bit different. So they need these endings to tell you who's doing the action and what the action's being done to. Okay, that's theory. The 7 cases are nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, vocative, locative, instrumental. Once more, nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, vocative, locative, instrumental. 7 cases. Okay, and if you've never heard of those before, it's good just to try and make a note, try to learn those 7 in the correct order, because they're going to be things that I'm going to refer to later. I might say later on, for example, when you're using the verb to have, which is meet, so I say I have, mom, the noun after this would be in the accusative form, and it's always like that. So for example, take the noun for coffee, which is in the nominative, so that's the naming form, the nominative, it's kava, kava. But if I want to say I have a coffee, I'd say mám kávu, mám kávu. So you see, coffee changes. Okay, let's give a better, more specific example. So, in English, we have the noun Prague. The Czech equivalent is Praha. Prague, Praha. So the nominative form in Czech is Praha. This is the form that you would find in the dictionary. So that's case 1, Praha, Prague. Now, if I wanted to say in English, I'm going to Prague, it's to Prague, to Prague. Prague is exactly the same, it doesn't change. But if I want to say in Czech, to Prague, I use the preposition do, to. But now it's not do Praha, because I need to change to the genitive. I need to use the genitive, which is the second case. So it's do Prahy, do Prahy. Okay, so there's, you've now got Praha and Prahy, where in English you've just got Prague and Prague. If I want to say I'm in Prague, I need to use the locative case. I need to use the preposition the, and it's not Praha or Prahy, but this time it's Praze, Praze. And then I bring the preposition for in, and Praze together, and it sounds like Praze, Praze, in Prague, Praze. Okay. So there are also other forms of the noun Prague, but I think it's enough now that you can see in English we say to Prague, in Prague, Prague. In Czech we've got Praha, do Prahy, v Praze. So that's the big difference that you need. If this is new for you, you need to get your head around. In English, our nouns stay the same. There's only a difference for singular and plural. In Czech, they change depending on the preposition you're using. They change depending on the type of verb that you want to use. Another example with Prague. If I say I see Prague, I see is vidím, vidím, and now it's Prahu, vidím Prahu. So there's yet another declination of the noun Praha. Okay, I don't want to go into too much detail. I just want you to know that these nouns change, to realize that it's prepositions are very important for learning this, and also knowing what forms come after particular verbs. We're going to talk about it in much more detail in the future. I will talk about the specific cases, so nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, vocative, locative, instrumental. If you can learn the names of those for now, that would be great. I hope this is a help. If you have any questions, please leave them below. Děkuji moc a nashledanou.